Yeah. One of the very significant problems, one of the many very significant problems with this so-called affordable housing bill, and let's be clear, we are all desperately wanting to see genuinely affordable housing delivered. But one of the many, many problems with this bill is that on a whole range of the key issues that would actually ensure that we might actually finally get some affordable housing, they are not contained in this bill, but are bounced back to the minister to do by regulation. So after years and years and years of promises from successive governments that we're going to get affordable housing, we're going to get an affordable housing bill, we're going to have a plan for affordable housing, we get a bill where all the key issues, or many of the key issues, are bounced back to the minister to do in regulation afterwards. And we have no idea on key issues, like, for example, the critical issue of saying what affordability actually is, that it will actually be affordable for ordinary working families, like the PPPs, public-private partnerships, yet again the government insisting on bringing in private property interests into delivering so-called affordable housing, which they have never succeeded in doing, but apparently they're going to do it this time. And on a whole range of other absolutely critical issues, it'll be up to the minister after the bill is passed to actually decide these things. Now that's not acceptable, and so we think those things should be in the bill, that we want real definitions of affordability based on people's income. We do not want the private investment funds or property developers to be profiteering out of this. We do not want measures that are very likely, and we'll discuss this later, to actually reinforce, if not worsen, the affordability crisis that we currently face, because they essentially underpin the existing problem of the domination of the housing sector by profit-driven interests who are actually responsible for the affordability crisis. But at the very minimum, and this is what these amendments are seeking to do, is to say matters that are going to be done afterwards relating to these key issues should need to be passed by both houses of the Oireachtas, so that we actually have democratic oversight of regulations that may be made afterwards, and so that the minister does not just get carte blanche to do things which may not actually help the situation, or in any event where it is not transparent what's being done, or that worse, as we saw last night, may actually benefit the wrong people, the investment funds and the property developers, rather than the people we actually should be looking after with a bill like this, the working people who are being priced out of the housing sector. So that's the logic of this this amendment, and I think it's the very least safeguard we should have over a bill that in many ways is a pig in a poke, because we don't know what is actually going to happen in the future on some of the key issues that would actually decide whether we get the affordable housing we want.